Good afternoon. It has been 8 months since I was last on this map. 8 whole months, guys. I was here in March, and we're back. So I had a very busy summer, and also a fall. I was working, doing some in real life farming. So I did not have time to do any kind of farm simulator gaming. So I honestly don't even know up to where we were. I remember cutting down all those evergreens, but since our map updated, I wonder if they came back. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go see if the game update left us with evergreens to cut down again. That would pretty much make episode 2 100% useless, right? Let's have us a look. So it looks like they're on the far side. Okay. And it looks like we just got started. Wow, we're almost done with harvesting here. Alright. So I'm going to let this combine here do its job. I don't see why it would just sit there and do nothing. Why don't we go and fire that thing up? Let it do its thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to go find my tractor, because apparently I left a wagon here. And we're going to tidy up this field, and we got to do some more stuff. We got to further our farm today. Now it appears that I used a dump wagon for some reason. Not sure why I have that, but we won't worry about it for now. Looks like the gravity wagon is up there. If that gravity wagon is not doing anything, let's take a look in our garage. Our gravity wagon is purchased. And how about that cart, that little two-wheel cart? That might be a lease. So we should probably dump this and use the gravity wagon only, because this is the leased item and we're probably paying dearly for it. Why don't we go back? As soon as we get another load, then I believe we will get rid of this thing. Now, in order for any farm to grow, it needs to have bigger equipment, and we're using some of the smallest equipment we can get. So I think our next goal should be to see if we could get us a little bit of a bigger tractor. We'll still use the small tractor for doing things like spraying, you know, the small things that a tractor of its size can do. And we want to pipe out. There we are. It's definitely easier doing overhead compared to driving a real combine. But real combines is a whole different story. Oh, look at that. I had to pull forward. There we are. That was a little goofy, but it worked. You know, I think I know why we didn't want the gravity wagon. For some reason, it doesn't want to fill. That is interesting. Gravity wagon of all things should want to fill. Well, that explains why we didn't want the gravity wagon. We wanted a tipper instead. Good enough. We're going to turn off the harvester, and we'll put that pipe back in. I think we'll bring it over to the yard. Probably just dump it into the silo as is, and we'll get us a different wagon for loading our grains, seeing as this is probably not going to do it. And here we are. I think we'll just dump it right here in our silo. So the place where I'm working at in real life, we would have 2 of these giant silos, probably even bigger than this, and they can fit a massive amount of truckloads of grain. It's amazing how much they can fit in there. But one single silo will do us for now. If we need more space, we'll have to sell. There we are. I think the combine goes back into the shed, and that should be good for the harvest. Now, once we get a bigger tractor, we might be able to upgrade some of the cultivators and stuff too, which should be really exciting. I think the combine will keep for now. I think it's doing its purpose, and as long as we just have small fields, there's no purpose in getting a bigger combine. We'll wait until we have maybe put a couple fields together as one, because if you take a look, right now I only own 12 and 13. I'd like to plow between there to make it all one field, and even take 14, 15, and 16 and turn all that together into one big field with 12 and 13. I think that'd be a lot more appropriate. Let's find that gravity wagon and sell it while we're thinking about it. There it is. As you can tell on the bottom, it's supposed to be able to handle pretty well everything, but for some reason it doesn't. So we're going to sell it. We didn't get a lot of money for it. That's alright. So we're going to look at trailers, and this is the one we had before. I think with a slightly larger tractor we could probably get away with a bigger wagon too. So why don't we take a look at our small tractors and see what we can upgrade to. Now let's look at what our original tractor was. That's the 33 series at 45 horsepower. So we could do, you know, maybe something like the 46 series here. It's got 85 horse. That would definitely be good for something. This one here is 44 slots. That's incredible. Yikes. I think I'd rather take something that's, you know, like this for further, but that's neither here nor there. Why don't we grab this tractor? She's a real beauty. I think this would do really well. 85 horsepower. I think that should work very well in our favor. We can have a weight holder in the front, or full of weights, front hydraulics, or none. You know, I think we'll do full weights. Yeah. Cab with wide fenders. Oh, yeah, it's got the extensions on it. Put some mirrors, or no cab. Clamshell fenders, just a roll bar or a cabin. I like that. And here's our decals. The new decal or the old decal. I'll take the old one. We'll put a loader on her this time. And did that just switch my tires, my front tires, to look backwards? That's what it looked like. There we have a twin in the back, full twins, or some beefy ones. So it says FI, must be front inverted. Oh, we got some weights. That's nice. Okay, that's got some weights in it. You know what I'm feeling like is this setup right here. I think that'd be really nice. So what's my total price here? $39.2. I think we'll take it. Perfect. Now with, oh, look at that. Now we're at 100 horse. Wonder what happened. What gave me that 100 horse? It was 85 before. Is it just the weights? Because that's strange. I'll take it. 100 horse. I don't know if, you know, something like this maybe? 21,000 liters? Or should I just go for something smaller like this? 4 spaces, that's got 6. You know, I think we should probably do this one. It's just got different wheel setups, Michelin's. I don't think we're going for anything fancy. Let's see if this one, it's just taller walls really. How about we take a look at this one? We can't extend the walls, that's really no good. I think we'll take this, it's fine as is. We'll buy it, yes, okay. Alright, so we're dipping under the 300,000, so it's time to sell off some of our equipment. Or, sorry, some of our grain. Oh, good sound tractor. Lots of lights, some rooftops. Very nice. It's got 3-point in the back. I appreciate that. I think this should be very useful. Hold on. Hitched up on the top instead of at the bottom hitch. That's rather interesting. We won't worry too much. Let's unfold that just so we can see. And we'll bring that back to the silo. And we'll see about selling off some grain, help keep us up in the 300,000. So you gotta remember there's gonna be a lot of workers that need to be paid. And it looks like the granary is literally right beside me. So I might be able to just drive straight across. The loading tube looks like it's at the back of my yard. And wheat, we got 36,000. Barley only 10,000. Oats, we have 32. Canola, we have 34. Sunflower, 11. So we got a little bit of everything. Why don't we take the oats we just harvested and we'll... Oh my, that was a really bad parking job. Not to worry. Game didn't dump it beside, so we won't fret about it. And we'll run over our water trough, because why not? Let's see if we can dump it out here. Maybe make some of our money back. There it is. It's got the wide tailgate, which is nice. Not just a little grain door. I like it. Let's see what kind of price we get. Looks like we're bumping up a little bit in money. I should really be checking, see which place has the most money. 13,600. With 2 and a little bit loads of oats and 1 load of wheat, we're back in the 300. So that's the safe zone. I think I'm going to do another load of wheat just to be safe, because I know we're going to start working pretty hard, having lots of workers working for us, because that field we just finished combine is going to need to be cultivated as well. So we'll take 1 more load just for good measure. And I found that turning around here was much better instead of running over my water trough. Here we are, 1 last load of wheat. Now the bakery didn't have the highest price, but the convenience it makes up for is totally worth it. Now this wagon looks like you also have a hitch in the back, although I can't see it right now. There it is. So in theory we could hook up 2 of these trailers and pull it just fine. Perhaps we'll do that. Looks like 7,600. Very good. I'm going to put this tractor to work. We're going to put the cultivator on it and see if we can maybe cultivate that field. And I'll take the little one and put it to work with the fertilized spreader. And that should be pretty good. So we can right away tell if this cultivator is too small for this tractor, because it doesn't even stick past the wheels if you look straight from the front. We are going to have to upgrade this. I think we should go to a store and bring this back. It's a good day. It's a good day when you can upgrade your equipment, right? Anytime you can buy something bigger and have the money for it, why not? That's exactly what we're going to do. Should have my lights on when I'm driving on the road, right? Let's see what we can find. We sure didn't use it very long. 1.2 hours. Condition is probably about 2/3 still. And age is only 0 days. Why don't we sell? And see what we got. $33.90 for it. If we now go to our cultivators, I believe it should be a modded one right at the end. Yeah, right there. So 32 something was what we got back, and it was only worth $39.50 originally. That is not bad. Not bad at all. So we're gonna go ahead and check and see if we can find anything for 100 horse that's wider than what I was just using. I should have checked what I was using, to be honest. That was a 2.5 meter, so a 3 meter would be perfect. So why don't we take this one? It looks like 100. This one here is for 100 horse. There's nothing to modify. Pretty straightforward stuff. We will buy. And hopefully it actually sticks past the tires. Take us a look. There it is. Where's my tractor? Let's find out. we've had any luck. There's a lot of folk running around in a store. I can already tell it's bigger. Just the framework and everything definitely looks bigger. I think we're going to be really happy with this. I'm sure I could put on something that's even bigger than what it's spec'd to, but why do that? Oh yeah, we're definitely wider. From the 2.5 to 3, it's amazing how much difference that makes. So you can tell if you look straight along the sides. I got my front and back wheels lined up, and it's sticking out way past. Same here. So should we perhaps put on a loader on this thing, or do we wait until we actually need it? Maybe we wait until we actually need it. That way we don't spend money unnecessarily. Although I really love the idea of having a loader on it. Excuse me, lady. I guess there's a crosswalk. But you should have seen me coming. We're gonna go test this out on the field. First real job this cultivator and tractor get to do. Let's have us a look. Dropping it down. And look at that. Ma'am, your hands are looking kind of funny. How your wrist bend like that? I'm very concerned for your health and well-being. That does not look healthy at all. But the cultivating is going good. Tractor's flying. 15 clicks an hour. Wow. It's going real well. Let's have a look inside. It's a very standard cab. Looks like we've got some glitching going on with the material from outside. Standard metal floor, couple gear shifts, clutch and brakes, throttle up on the top presumably, 2 stick shifters, very basic doors and windows. That's cool. I do like a nice old classic tractor. One thing I'm generally noticing is when you increase your tractor size, you can usually increase all of your implements. We already got the bigger cultivator, but we should also get a bigger planter, because this one was good for 20 horsepower, which our little tractor was 45 horse, so it handled this really, really well. So I've found a couple modded drills or seeders, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to take a look at those today. So let's go down to seeders, and there you can see one for 85 horsepower. That's 3 meters. 110 for 3 meters. So I don't see what the advantage is to that one. Oh, there was another 3.6 on a 108 horse. We'd still be all right. And there's 150. I'm sure we have other ones here. Okay, those are too big for us. There we are. 80 horse, 4.3 meters. And 8.7 meters on 130 horse. I could probably hook that up. And this is the old one. 2.5 meters. So that was definitely the smallest thing we did have. I am thinking we're going to get this one. Even though it's rated for 130 horse, I have a feeling the tractor will do just fine. And for 8.7 meters, we're definitely gaining a lot on the 2.5 meters. It is a lot of money. We are going to drop down again, but I think once we sell our little thing, we'll probably get like 2 grand out of it. And once we get another crop in, and we do have something in the ground, I feel like we should be able to make up for it. So I won't buy it right now, but this is definitely on the bucket list of things to buy. So we got red and whites, we got IKR yellow, yellow and white, just red, or red and white. I don't know. Red is fine on its own. We got old tires or new tires. Kind of like the old ones, honestly. Helps make things feel good, even though it's no cost difference if it's old or new. Interesting. So we will probably buy this one, but it's not going to be right now. We're going to quickly take a look here. So this is more for corn, sunflower and whatnot, but we don't have a header for that. so we're not too worried about that. There's a really nice one here. It's a Case Easy Riser, but we'll get to that eventually. Now what I didn't show you guys was off screen I went ahead and plowed my field. I had a lease big tractor and big plow because obviously my equipment is much too small to handle a huge plow. So I went and did that a little bit off to the side, and therefore my cultivating has not really progressed all that well. But it seems like I was not able to fertilize this field, and so I'm hoping with plowing it I will now be able to fertilize, because I like to usually lay down some fertilize before I start planting. And as you can see, now we're allowed to fertilize. I could have definitely moved a little off to the right, but we won't worry about it. So there we have it. That road on the top left there is really going mad. I don't know what that is, but interesting. So if you find you can't fertilize, it might help to plow your field first. Here's a great example of what I mean. I didn't get to plow this field, and I already planted soybeans in there, and so you can see the fertilizer state is at 0%. Now if I open my map and I go to my soil composition, you can see field 13 where I'm at needs plowing, and you can see it's no fertilize on there. Now 12 needs lime, it says. We won't worry about it, but now if you see, it's in its second phase of growing, so it's only got 2 more phases to grow, and I still can't fertilize it, which is very aggravating to say the least. But that's neither here nor there. We won't worry about it too much. Just thought I'd like to point that out. After doing some plowing, it seems that the field needed some lime. As you can see, the turquoise there needs lime. And once I'm done plowing field 13, I'll probably need to lime it up too. But you can tell where I did spread lime, it looks like that counts as one set of fertilize. So that's very good, all things considered. I think from here on out I am probably just going to plow, throw lime down, and then seed, which should give me my 2 needed fertilizers. Now I could change it so I needed 3 fertilizers. I did not choose to go for that option, just to simplify things and not take up quite as much time. But I did just lease this lime trailer, as I found that the little 3-point mounted fertilizer spreader did not accept lime. It only accepts fertilize. So that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping not to spend any more money, and I am about almost 3 big bags in on limes. We'll see how many more I'll need before it's all said and done. We're coming near the end of the cultivating here. It's been a good long while that's been cultivating, and our lime wagon has run out. So I did have to go and buy a loader for this tractor. I don't know if I'll get the color right, but we can always adjust that later, right? My poor man getting some carpal tunnel syndrome there. That must hurt. So we're gonna pick up the loader and forks once he's done his cultivating. Luckily there's no one in the lime spreader there to take up extra time. And it looks like we have dipped below 300,000. Might have to go sell something. That is alright. We all knew it was coming. So if I can get all of this fertilized and lime spread and all that, then I feel like it's been a good day. Not my proudest loading job. That skid seems to be hanging way past, but we're in a bit of a hurry, weren't we? We're almost at the field now. We're going to quickly fill up the lime spreader as fast as possible so that he can get done before the end of the day. I have a feeling it's starting to get dark, and we want that done as soon as we can. The loader works fantastic, by the way. The colors match really well. I'm very happy with that part. So here it looks like we can refill. I'm sitting on the little spreader here for now, and let's see what happens. Yeah, refill again. Funny how it took the far right side, but that's alright. I believe we'll probably need to get another big bag, if I'm not mistaken. We can hire a worker. Oops. And we will jump back in the big tractor and off we go. I'll kind of stand by just to see if he actually does need another. I didn't see what kind of worker it was. That's besides the point. We'll just kind of stand by, see if they'll need any more lime. If they do, we'll go and grab some real quick. I can tell we'll definitely be cutting it short, so I will go and buy another bag and probably end up just hauling it with the forks, holding it over the wagon, seeing if we can't fill it up. So let's drop this, and we're gonna run off to the store, go get another bag. Hopefully we're back in time before he runs out. It looks like we did not quite make it. These bags are actually heavier than they seem because the tractor is a little wobbly when it comes to these bags. But there we go. That is a good and proper way of doing it. Although I should have done it from the side because now I'm bashing some of those beaters in the back with my weights. The game does not seem to mind. So we'll just keep unloading, and I think this should do it for this pass here. I guess we should hire the new worker. There we are, 21%. That should probably take him to the end. You've got to love when it is so close to done, but just not quite. So that was one bag, did not even do one whole round. I guess I gotta go buy another bag full. I mean, here we go. This 1046 has definitely proven its worth. I think we've done really well with it. It was a really good investment. It looks like I will need more weights on the front. Yikes. I'm gonna get closer to the wagon before I lift. I have a feeling that that will probably help. As you can tell, you can't be too fidgety with it, otherwise you end up dumping. You can tell that back end is really light, even though I do have the wheel weights in it. But we'll just get her over the wagon and hopefully we don't tip anymore. There we are. I think that'll do just fine. This 1046 is just something else. My goodness, even my own hands have got some massive problems. That wrist kink there, that is just not good. That just looks hurtful. Let's move the 1046 out of the way. Yeah, let's finish up with this fertilizing. It's been long overdue. Oops, we'll jump to here. We'll hire a worker one last time. I'm sure 21% should do it. If not, I will be very upset. And we can return this this little cart here back to the store. It is a lease return, and hopefully, very hopefully, we get some of our lime back that we wasted. Off to the store it is. Here we go. We'll get rid of this. We'll also get rid of our planter. I believe that's the one we want. We'll also go and put the planter in that little box, and we're gonna sell. There's the old fertilizer spreader that I was trying to fill up with lime, but it didn't work. Very disappointed in that, but can't say I'm surprised. Sometimes things are just for specialty products only, and I think lime happens to be a lot coarser than some fertilizers you'll find. This at least has been my experience in the real world. Okay, let's see what we got. Hopefully we get a little bit of money for this. Return, it's got 0.30 hours. I'm not getting any money off of that. But my planter has 1.3 hours, and we're gonna sell. It's 3,158. it was not too bad of a value. So we're 298. I'll probably have to end up selling a little more grain just to top off the just to top it off, make sure we're not going under 300,000. I think I do have some soybeans left, so that should not be a problem. And we can't wait to harvest a little more soybeans. That should come up tomorrow or the day after in game time. Obviously, I make no promises in real time because my season has been very, very busy. Here we are. I believe we gotta go over to the left. Yes. Well, that's been quite the successful day. It is coming on evening now. With about 7:30 at night, we got ourselves a new wagon. We got ourselves a new cultivator. And there's a planter that should be here tomorrow. And we got ourselves another tractor with a loader and forks. Very successful. That 1046 is definitely going to be a asset for us. The 533 continues to be amazing. We will continue to use the 533, and it'll probably prove to be useful in the next few episodes, especially with just pulling fertilize and doing odd little hauls from the store and back. Alright, I believe that should do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for sticking around, for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed that. I believe by the time we come back, then these soybeans should be ready to go. We should be ready to harvest and buy a planter. Let's remember, we are getting a really nice planter. I believe it's right here under Cedars. A very nice John Deere. There we are, the sorry, I said very nice John Deere. What am I talking about? International Harvester 6200 Dual. This beauty right here. Awesome. So that's something to look forward to for sure. I just noticed that it has little cultivators where the tires go to erase tire marks, kind of fluff it up so the tires, where the tires drove, that it doesn't pack the land. That is a really cool feature. I don't know if all vehicles have that, but that is super awesome. I really like that touch. That is cool. I like this planter more than ever. Awesome, guys. Well, we will see you in the next episode. You guys all have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you later.